tell you whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a reporter is arrested for a crime he didn't commit on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
If you had to, could you prove where you were at any given time and date? There are certain things that can help you prove it: credit card receipts, calendars, phone bills, etc. What if these weren't available to you, or their authenticity was questionable? If you had no witnesses to back you up, could you really convince the authorities that you were who you claimed to be? And what if they insisted that you were someone else, and they had their own witnesses to back them up? Earl Gallagher is a man who's used to dealing with facts and backing them up. But he's about to learn what happens when the facts begin stacking up against him.
I was the brand new crime reporter for the Detroit Sun-Times, and I was on a deadline. I dropped in on robbery homicide at the local precinct to see if I could sniff out a story. There was a lot of action in Detroit, at least a lot more than there was in Poughkeepsie. I wasn't sure what to expect as far as a reception, but what I got, well, that never would have happened in Poughkeepsie either.
Hey, over there. Call on your
That's him. That's the man that robbed my store.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
He's here. Arrest him. Arrest him. Arrest him.
Are you talking about me?
Damn right I'm talking about you. You shoved the gun in my face and robbed my store.
I didn't rob you, man. Back off.
What goal you have to just walk in here?
Buddy, you're nuts.
All right, everybody, let's just calm down. Are you sure this is the man, Mr. Porter?
Oh, yeah, I would never forget a face like that.
It's crazy. My name's Earl Gallagher. I'm a reporter for the Sun-Times. It's my first day on the job. I thought I'd come down and meet everybody. Call the paper. Check me out.
We'll check out everything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's see some ID.
Yeah, sure. I couldn't believe what was happening. Even after my editor vouched for me, this guy Porter kept insisting that I was the one who robbed his liquor store. I was detained until they could take a look at the surveillance tape of the robbery. That's when things went from bad to worse. Believe this?
I told you it was him.
Detective, I swear to God, that's not me. It's somebody else that looks exactly like me.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a positive ID.
What?
You're under arrest for armed robbery. I want you to put your hands behind your back. I'm going to cuff you.
Wait a second. This doesn't make any sense. Look, if I did this, why would I come down here?
Guilty conscience. Maybe you wanted to get caught. It happens all the time.
I don't believe this. I've never been in trouble in my life. I'm a reporter.
Too bad you're not a lawyer.
In the back of my mind, I wondered if I might have blacked out and actually committed the robbery. Maybe there were other crimes that I was involved in too. Maybe that's where these feelings came from.
They just brought a guy in that confessed to that liquor store robbery. Looks like you're off the hook.
I'd like to see him.
They say everybody's got a double. I'd say that's yours.
It was the strangest thing. He needed a shave, a haircut, and a bath, but it was like looking at myself. What's his name?
Jonas Adams.
I found Jonas Adams' social security number and was able to trace his history back to the day he was born. When I discovered it, it changed the rest of our lives. Who the hell are you? My name's Earl Gallagher. And, he's my twin brother. What? I told Jonas about the amazing information that I had uncovered. We both came from the same mother, who gave us up at birth. I was the lucky one. I was adopted right away and raised by loving parents. Jonas told me that he was shuffled from one foster home to another. He suffered a lot of abuse. One thing we both shared was an overwhelming feeling that something was missing from our lives. And now we know what it was. I was able to get my brother a reduced sentence, and then help him get a job and turn his life around. So that's how it all turned out. Now tell me, do you think this story could have ever happened in Poughkeepsie?
Two brothers who never knew of the other's existence. Obviously, they both inherited the genes necessary to grow up as law-abiding citizens. Yet each grew up on opposite sides of the law. So which is more powerful, environment or heredity? Did this intriguing story of twins separated at birth really happen? And are you able to separate the most identical twins of them all? Fact and fiction.
We'll tell you whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, mystery surrounds the meeting of a trucker and a drifter on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.